How's it going, everybody? Michael here with 15-cent pressure washing. Right now we are at a house in Columbia, Tennessee, and we are going to provide our house washing service. As you can see, there is a lot of lichen that has built up on this siding. So with that, we're going to have to heavily treat this to kill it. Lichen likes to attach to the surface a lot more than other molds do, so it takes a lot more to get it clean. We've already started to treat this area here. Come on in. You can see how it's turning like an orangish, greenish color. It's starting to die off. Now if you look over here, it's more of a grayish color, right? So we need to get this treated, get this stuff killed. Once we kill it, it's gonna help to loosen it up from that siding some so we can spray it a lot easier. We don't wanna come in here with a pressure washer and just try to blast all this stuff away. First of all, it could possibly crack the siding, but it can also cause it to oxidize, right? If we pressure wash this, we're gonna release the invisible surface that's here, and it's gonna end up causing it to get that powdery, just like that right there. See, it's probably been pressure washed a lot in the past, and it causes it to have that oxidation, powdery substance. So to keep this, it sucks that it's been oxidized, but to keep this siding protected, we're gonna provide the method that we are providing now. So this area here we've not treated. I'm gonna go ahead and treat it, and we can see the difference, you know, the lichen of what it looks like while it's alive, and then when it starts to die, and then when it's dead. This area over here, it's starting to die. Some of it's dead, but it's not completely dead yet. Now we don't want to just soak it. You know, we got to be careful. You know, we're not just going to try to drench it and have our solution running all over the place, right? We just want to get enough on there to where that lichen starts to soak the solution up, start breaking it down and helping it detach from the side. Check this out, guys. It actually looks pretty cool. Let's get a close-in shot of that there. Look how it's turning colors like that. You got red, orange, green, gray. It's starting to die out. Come look at this window ledge. You know, considering all this lichens here, look down there, you guys. We're going to get that cleaned up, and guess what? We're going to clean it up from right here. We're not going to get a ladder, get down there on a ladder with a pressure washer and try blasting all that away, breaking window sills and stuff like that. We're going to clean it properly and efficiently. Let's go ahead and do another treatment on this side here. Might as well go ahead and hit everything else while we're at it. I know you guys may see the runoff on the shingles. They're not worried about this because they're getting the roof replaced. Now, if they were not getting the roof replaced, we would probably include cleaning this shingle roof as well. And you can see the discoloration in it. There's a lot of magma in these shingles. And for those of you that don't know what magma is, it's that black substance you see on your shingle roofs, the black streaks, right? This stuff is airborne and it eats the natural limestone that's in your shingles. So it really tries to deduct the overall roof's lifespan. If you do have this on your roof, we can provide a treatment for that as well to completely kill all of it and restore your roof back to its natural appearance and help to give it its longevity back. Not going to do the end down there because our truck's over there. We can probably clean the end of those gutters and soften it from the ground, considering there's not really lichen. off a little bit so our solution does not dry up there, but we're gonna let that sit, dwell, kill a lot of that lichen. In the meantime, we're gonna wash the rest of the house. Now we're not gonna pressure wash the house, we're gonna use a downstreaming method. Now this method uses low pressure and chemicals. So we're not gonna have to blast everything away, we don't have to worry about damages. With this type of cleaning, it ensures that the home's gonna be protected during the cleaning. You're less likely to get water inside of the house, window gaskets, door jams, whatnot. And it's also going to help to provide a lot longer of a clean because we're killing all the mold versus just trying to spray it away. For those of you that don't know, we do use the Flow Pro. Now this allows us to switch between our solutions, which shows us mix on here, and rinse. Whenever I press rinse, it's just going to draw water. When I press mix, it's going to pull our chemicals and detergents. This is a massive help because it keeps me from having to walk back and forth from the truck every time, I need water or I need chemical. So right now I'm going to start treating that fascia, the soffit, and the siding through here. Then we'll let that sit for a second. Go do the same thing on the other side and then come back over and rinse once all the mold and dirts have been released. So I'm going to go ahead and press mix on. You heard it beep, that means it has activated and we do have connection with our machine. I'm just going to spray for a second until I start to see my soaps and stuff come out. And then I'll be ready to treat the area. And luckily the wind's not blowing, so we're going to be able to reach all that from the ground. See that there, we're starting to now pull our soaps. This is awesome. You're not having to worry about us being up on ladders with the pressure washer and blasting ourselves off the ladder. Now that deep there, we'll do that once we get over to that side. Of course, the wind wants to blow as soon as we start spraying. I'll let that sit for about 5 minutes or so and then go hit this other side real quick. Nozzle comes in handy. Check this out. We can get a straight stream or we can get a fan spray. There's no need for a straight stream here. That's just too much. So we're going to use our fan to help ensure we're getting good coverage. So we get our breathing through the windows. That's easy. Very important to not spray a lot of water and chemicals and stuff around those windows. First of all, it's not needed, but if you do too much, it can break the gasket or start intruding through the seals into the inside of the home. Noticed I've been using two different guns, two different hoses. This here is for our house washing. I've showed you guys how this works. You've seen the pressure that came out of that red hose there? That's our soft wash machine. It allows us to draw a higher percentage of chemical versus this here. And that's why we use that to start trying to kill all that lichen. Now I did notice some lichen up on the right side of that siding up there as well. This may get it, but if it doesn't, we'll treat it with the soft wash machine to ensure that we get that stuff killed and completely off there. We want to get it all out and all of it killed. If we even just leave, you know, one spot of lichen up there, it doesn't take too long before that stuff starts growing back again. So it's important that we provide this customer with an efficient clean. I'm going to go ahead and put this on rinse. So you can hear it beep when it activates. It beeps, so it's activated. So now when I start to spray, we'll start to spray water. And there still will be about 200 feet of chemical in my line from where we were just using it. And once that's out, we'll have clear water. Way down. We start rinsing at the bottom and up, and once we get up top, all that dirt's going to come back down on what we just cleaned. So we'll start from the top. Around there as well, that door down there, but for the sake of this video, we're doing it how we're doing it. Lichen up there, we are going to have to treat that with the soft wash machine. We don't want to spray too much water up there because we don't want to get back in behind the siding. But I'm going to go ahead and treat these gutters real fast and get those cleaned up, and then we'll get back up there on the lichen. Now press X on my remote so I can start pulling through it. Then we'll rinse the areas we just treated. Then we're actually going to go back and we're going to scrub this door. You can see there's still some dirt in here you guys may not be able to see. I'm just afraid that it's oxidized. It's oxidized a little bit, but not too bad. So we may be able to put a light brush on this. If we go too heavy, you're going to see brush strokes in there from us releasing the oxidation. So you see like there's dirt daubers and stuff in here that we need to get scrubbed out. Make sure we take a brush to these areas and get them out from there. We'll come back to that though. Now as you can see, there's still quite a bit of mold up there. We'll retreat that and hit it with the brush. You see a lot of it has dyed, it's white, but we're gonna spray out what we can, and then we'll go back to it and retreat those areas, loosen it all up, kill it again, and then spray it out. Let's see what we got. And in some areas, like the gutter, some of this siding, we will also brush as well to help break this stuff down and to get it cleaned up. Now you guys can see how tough this is and how it's still, you can see some of the residue from it in some of these areas. This stuff can be tough to clean if you don't know what you're doing. And then if somebody comes out and tries to pressure wash this, you can see how much pressure it would take to get this stuff clean. And in return, would definitely cause damage to your siding. Now considering the siding's cut like this, I don't want to spray this way. We're gonna get all that water into that siding. So I'm coming over here so I can spray it that way. You guys, I may be afraid that there is going to be some staining here on the siding. Now you can see the discoloration, how you have like that blackish, grayish color in the siding there. You can really see it in spots like this versus areas like this. The siding's supposed to be tan, that color, not this color. But see, it's oxidized. So we really don't even want to take a brush to this, because if we take a brush to this, it's going to release a lot of the oxidation and it's going to cause it to discolor. So with that, there may be some staining from the lichen. Now these orange reddish spots here, what we call hot lines, this is from the nails that are back in behind the siding. Considering it's oxidized, when the sun hits this, it's baking the siding and it's heating up the nails back in there and then burning the siding, which this stuff actually is going to come out. That's good. That's rare, because usually this will not come out, but it'll most likely come out. You can see all the oxidation there, you guys. So we just got to be careful with what we're doing here to not damage the siding more. You can see over there, it looks like somebody may have already brushed this area here in the past. That's caused it to look like that there. And you can see some of these spots like this, we really don't want to brush all this out. So we're going to try to retreat it and release a lot of this, as much of it as we can, and then follow through with the rinse. You guys, I'm just going to hit these with my hands so we don't have to get the brush on here. We don't want anything that's going to make it worse and noticeable from the ground. They got lucky on this one. We try to take care on every job we do, you guys. We want to keep things protected and cleaned for as long as possible. That's what we do here at 15 Cent Pressure Washing, and that's what you're going to get. Alright, you guys, so you can see we got this cleaned up. Now this is as clean as it's going to get. Now even though they're going to replace their roof, we don't want to leave all this dead lichen and dirt and stuff on the shingles. So we're going to give it a quick rinse and then get to cleaning the rest of the house. So you can see here, this is the natural color of these shingles. You can see here how black it is, right? That's that Gliocappa magma I was talking about. And then we can provide a treatment to restore your shingles back to its natural appearance. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off real quick, and then we'll get to the other parts of the home. Right side of siding that has the lichen up there, we're going to let that sit as well, and then we're going to go up front, clean the front, and clean the right side, or the left side. Right now, it's just rinsing any of the dirt that could be on there, rinsing the dirt off, so we ensure our chemical hits everything and get a good clean. Let that sit for a minute and then rinse it out. We're going to go ahead and start washing the front of the house and the right side of the house. The first thing we're going to do, like always, rinse our windows first, and then we'll start applying our solution to all the trim areas. We're going to leave it up there because it will clean during the process. There. Go ahead and lift the AC unit. I'm going to go ahead and press mix. You heard it beep, it activated. Now we can start drawing our cleaning solution. You can see up front, it's not that bad. We're going to wet that plant there just in case. Let's hit this other side real quick. beep, it's activated. That Lichen really likes this house. Get it? Lichen? Like? Got everything right. We're going to go ahead and treat that up there. Let's go ahead and get a zoom in shot so you can see that there's still live mold and lichen up there. You guys see that? So we're going to go ahead and treat it. And then I also pre-soaked the vegetation with neutralizer just now, just to ensure that nothing gets damaged. We'll let that sit and well for a moment. Alright, now we treated that. We're going to let it sit for a few more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and rinse the inside of this real quick. Hit a dirt dauber spot in here. Just want to make sure it's good and clean. Alright, there it is, you guys. We have finished cleaning. This house is now clean. We're going to do a walk around real quick and just show you guys what it looks like now that we've cleaned it. And you guys see the front and the side. Let's go over here and check out the left side and the back. Alright, you guys, now you can see all the lichen up there is gone. The gutters are clean, the door's clean. This all looks really good. Alright, you guys, well, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you maybe learned something about house washing. If you guys have any questions or if you'd like a free quote to have your home cleaned, please give us a call at 931-446-1031, or you can go to our website, 15centpressurewashing.com. We have a lot of information on our website, a lot of the services, most of the services that we offer are listed on there as well. Of course, we do a lot of other services other than just house washing. We specialize in exterior cleaning and restoration. Well, and if you guys liked the video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of our latest content. You guys stay safe, be blessed, and I'll see you next time.